What's up guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to produce an indie soul track from scratch in just 5 simple steps. So we're going to cover how I program authentic sounding drums, record soulful guitar, hire out organ, piano, and Rhodes parts, and then how I mix huge vocal stacks. And in the end, we're going to get something that sounds like this. So I'm working with an artist named Balin from Portland, and he's a really talented artist, and this was his vision for the track.
Hello. When I came to Ryan with this song, I knew that I really wanted it to be something that sounded super romantic. Let's make it sound like something that could be played at a wedding.
So if you're an artist who writes a lot of songs but gets stuck in the demo stage, or you're a producer who produces for artists, watch this video to learn my full process on creating a polished, release-ready single. So let's jump right into it. So for the drums, I'm using Soulfi by Teletone audio, and this plugin is perfect for R&B and soul drums and has a huge selection of dry sounding kits. So I programmed this really simple pattern in 6/8 and then added one of my secret weapons for drums, which is the Sound City Studios plugin from Universal Audio. And this plugin is amazing for remiking instruments and then adding the vibe and feel of Sound City Studios to any recording. So here's what the drums sounded like before and after. So much more life and vibe. For guitar, I chose the Tone King Imperial amp by Neural DSP as my amp sim, which is absolutely perfect for classic soulful guitar tones. And this spring clean preset sounds amazing. And I just did a simple 1-6-2-5 progression that sounds like this. Adding some lead guitar to the end, we get an outro that sounds like this. I kept the bass super simple. And now that we have the body of the beat down, it was time to really bring it to life with some organ, piano, and keys. I frequently hire an amazing keyboard player named Felipe through a platform called Musiversal for tracks like this. And it was as simple as just booking him on the platform, uploading my files in chord chart, and providing some ideas. And the next day he had files back to me. So here's what he came up with. These layers really took the track to the next level, and the organ especially gave it that soulful, romantic vibe that we were looking for. Lastly, it was time for Balin to lay down his vocals.
In this case, I sent Ryan, I think, 16 different vocals for the choir, where I am just kind of playing around with different harmonies, different vocalizations, and I really want to give it like that local choir feel. Change my voice, yeah, try and sound like some other people. One
of the most important things I did on this choir section was to align his vocal parts together for clean timing. So if you listen here,
I can't think,
you can hear that the K sound of each think doesn't happen at the same time in each take. What I did to fix that was use a plugin called Vocal Line by SynchroArts. And this plugin is super easy to use. All you have to do is just select which vocal you want to use as the lead guide, and then it will help tighten up all the following layers to match the timing of that guide take. Here's what the stack sounded like before Vocal Line.
I can't think.
And here's with it.
I can't think.
Another huge difference maker with the vocal was using a plugin called Dynassist by Noiseworks. This plugin does 4 main things: vocal writing, gating, de-essing, and breath control. It also uses ARA, so that all you have to do is just load it up on your track and it'll automatically clean up your signal with these 4 controls. And you can tweak the settings to your liking to dial it all in. Once I had cleaned up his vocals with Dynassist, I added Soothe 2, an LA2A compressor, the UA Century Tube channel strip, Gullfoss RX9 Deep Mouth Click, and then I also sent his vocal to 3 reverbs: Valhalla Vintage Verb for a long reverb, Fission for a short reverb, and then the Hitsville reverb chambers for that Motown reverb vibe. And here's what it sounds like mixed.
I can't think when you all around, 'cause it's all about you, so
Lastly, after mastering, the full track sounds like this.
easy, I'm about you, Soulfi. Something about the clouds, colors that surround you are weak.
Let us know how I did on this one. As a producer, my job is to really help an artist turn their vision into a reality, and that's always my goal. So here's what Balin thought of the production.
Working with Ryan, he always makes it super easy. Love working with him, been about 3 years now. And every time I have an idea, he's able to fully flesh it out and make it sound exactly how I envisioned. So another good project we got finished, and I'm really happy with the end result.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you're an artist and need some help producing your song ideas, book a quick call with me with the first link in the description. I'd love to learn more about your project and see if I can help. And if you're a producer, hit the next link for 100+ free guitar samples that I've created, perfect for making beats like this. I also do one-on-one mentorship, so if you want to take your production to the next level, don't hesitate to reach out via Instagram. And lastly, if you want to learn more about Musiversal, which is the platform I use to affordably hire session musicians like Felipe, I have a full review on the platform and you can watch that right here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.